Hello, class. Namaste. How are you? Well, I know how many of you are because I have been reading your mail. Thank you so much for writing. I thought I would share with you two letters, so let me just sneak out of my picture here for a while. You've heard me say so often how much I enjoy hearing from you all. I love hearing about many of you came and watched this series out of curiosity and have stayed for quite some time. And that gives me a great deal of pleasure. Really, you have no idea. Some of you telling me about the difficulties that you have in approaching some of the postures and how you've overcome some of the stumbling blocks that you have been put in your way, and you've turned the stumbling blocks to stepping stones. And that's another very, very gratifying feeling for me to know that, well, that we do communicate with each other. I in my way, and you in yours. So it means a lot to me to hear from you. I can't read, obviously, every letter that comes in, and I can't answer them, but just know I try and read as many as I possibly can. I love my class now that's all ages. As you can imagine, this class that goes from 6 probably to 80 and over. That's who I've gotten mail from. And this is from my younger set that I'm first going to read my letter to. It's from Louisville, Kentucky, so that means my Louisville public station. Hello. Glad you're there. To Mrs. Lilias, you are the best exercise teacher I have ever had in my life. I am a beginner, but soon I'm going to be an intermediate. You are as pretty as the United States flag. Signed, Vanessa Warren, age 9. And if I can show you the picture I'm going to put it up, that's me, as pretty as a flag. And because I have my red, white, and blue leotard on today, I thought that I would show you. I love your pictures, and so I was going to read another one with pictures. And this is from the state of Washington, near Tacoma. I don't know what station that would be from, but hello. I'm awfully glad that you're there. It's a very, very nice letter with a charming picture drawn on it. Dear Lilias, I just wanted you to know how much I enjoy your class. Not only do you teach yoga for the body, but also at times you add a little yoga for the heart. I guess that's where it really counts the most. Please continue your great class. Love, Gloria. And then she concludes a picture here. She said, as you can see, I don't have the courage to get into a live class, but the animals are keeping me company. And this is a picture of Gloria from the state of Washington on her shoulders with her animals, not understanding too well. And I can see myself in the that's me there. So I know that you're there, and thank you for sharing with me your artwork and your thoughts and your heart. Really wonderful. You can't imagine. I pore over pictures that you send and artwork that you send and little things. It really is nice. I thought that today, you know what I wanted to ask you? Do you have a recipe that you'd like to share with me? Do you have a recipe that you'd like to share with me? Something that's healthy, that's a healthful recipe that you enjoy, that's simple, that perhaps uses some health foods, not health foods, but some of the things that we've been talking about, perhaps the whole grains or the honey and not so much sugar, less salt, etc. Some of your tips on cooking that you've found to make your cooking more nourishing. I'm going to ask this more now as the classes go on, because I thought maybe we might get together and perhaps we might get together enough recipes to put together a cookbook of my classes, recipes, and some of my own. Wouldn't that be fun? I'm going to say it again, so put it in the back of your head, just perhaps to send me, Lilias, maybe put recipe on the outside to WCET, Cincinnati, Ohio. Not now, but another time I will have those letters go across the screen. But if you can think about it, it's just WCET, Cincinnati, Ohio. Just spelling Cincinnati is enough. I just put C-I-N-N. It's taken me many years to learn how to spell Cincinnati. So, a recipe. Think about it. Perhaps you've got one that you can share with me. And I'll tell you, we'll talk more about it too. I thought that I'd start with a warming up exercise of our Surya Namaskar. Not exactly for a first-time beginner, but a first-time beginner. This class goes on, hopefully, as many times during your week, and watch another class that is perhaps a little less complicated, because sun exercise is complicated. So, beginners, if you'd like to join me, by all means do. Just don't get discouraged. There are many, many other things you can do. But for my continuing class, let's stand up and we'll warm up with Surya Namaskar. How do you say it? How do you say sun exercise? Surya Namaskar. Would you repeat that? Surya Namaskar. Surya meaning the sun, the energy. That comes up in the morning and that feeds us and nourishes us and goes to bed at night to feed and nourish another part of this earth. Marvelous, marvelous symbol, philosophically as well as the real thing, is our sun. So we start with the nourishing of our own body, and that's what Hatha Yoga is all about. And we'll warm up gradually, because if you haven't done any exercise, you shouldn't plonce yourself into a difficult posture at all. So we'll start slowly. First, just start with your arms out to your side in your T position, and we'll just warm up the arms a little bit in a circle. Hands making two separate fists, and do a small little circle. And then in the other direction, make a little tiny circle there. Really, I made it one too big then, so I'll make a little tiny one, sort of flex your whole arm. And then you get some leverage to go to a little circle the other direction. All right, now let your arms relax. And number one position is one of composure. It's one of pulling yourself together, getting yourself ready for the next 12 of postures that will flow one into the other, especially when you learn it. One is palms of the hands over your heart center. And you relax your shoulders, your head is held high. It's a very elegant beginning to a very elegant series of postures. Inhale, breathe deeply. Good, exhale. Now let's start to straighten your posture out a little bit by taking the curve out of your lower back, tilting the pelvis, pulling the abdominal muscle in. But as soon as you do that, many of you will tense up in your shoulder area. So it's two actions: tilting the pelvis, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing your kneecaps, relaxing your toes. As you inhale once again, exhale. Lowering the arms and bringing the arms straight up to the ceiling. And you're going to stretch up and reach and grow and grow. And here you warm up all the inside of the arm, the rib cage. You grow, you stretch, and let's go now to the side. Just stretch to the side, to the right, and back to center. Be careful when you go to the side that you don't let your abdomen hang out. Pull the tummy in, pull the seat in, always. Inhale, stretch up, reach with your fingertips, and then stretch to the side, to the opposite side, and back to center. As you go into your two position, it's an arch. Keep your arms up so it will help your muscles. You stretch as you go back, and it's an arch, but remember you stretch with the breastbone goes up, and you're tightening your seat muscles as you arch backwards. So you inhale, and you lift the sternum up to the ceiling. You lift, you tighten your seat muscles, and 3, bring your hands down to your sides. Any arches that you do, you must do them with consciousness and with care. If you have a slip disc problem, you really do know how conscious and how careful you must be of exercise. Do the proper exercise until your muscles are able to keep your spinal column in its straight alignment. And that's why doing arching backwards must be done with care and with caution. That's why I say tighten the seat. Feel that you're liberating, that you're really keeping a freedom in your lower back whenever you do any kind of arches. Let's repeat now the number 2 position, bringing the arms up on either side of your head. And that's so I knock my head here so I can see and feel where I am, and feel that you really have energy at the tips of your fingers, so you're stretching right to the tips of your fingers. Inhale. And now contract your buttock muscle, and then lift your chest up to the ceiling, keeping the head between the upper arms. Tighten the seat more. More, and start into 3 slowly. Again, with consciousness. Keeping your spinal column straight. Don't rush, class. Don't rush. Make it very slow. Make it very slow as you're stretching forward, trying to straighten your spine as you go. And now, bending the knees and straightening them. Bending the knees and straighten them. Try and keep your knees together. Don't let them go apart. Don't let them go apart like this, but you keep them together and straighten them. Relaxing the arms just for a moment. This is to stretch out the back of the legs. Straighten and bend. I know that these gets very stiff and tight and short in the back of the legs. So this is how to help yourself. And now let's straighten the knees, and we'll go into your 4 position. That means bending the knees, place the hands on either side of your feet, and right leg back. Right knee on the floor, chin up to the ceiling. Now lift off of your fingers, just come up to the fingertips for a second, and press the groin forward. Release. See the action that's going on? I'm stretching. Right in the hip area, and this is another area that needs the rust off of it. So you stretch the groin, the pelvis area forward, you release, you stretch, hold, and release. Never to the point of real discomfort, but just to really feel it, to your maximum stretch, and then hold. Hands now on either side, excuse me, of your left foot. Chin up to the ceiling. Check you can see that was a good picture of where the fingers and the toes meet. And left foot back, body straight. 5 body straight. Now hold the position, and remember we're warming up with this, so just hold the position. Be sure that your back is straight. The tummy is pulled up. Not too high, not too low, but a good straight position. Check me if you need to. Be sure that you're straight. And in the hold, it's good for you to hold. Just breathe shallowly. Drop the knees. Keep the toes on the floor. Bend your elbows and bring your chest between your 2 hands. Chin on the floor. Holding again the position. The chin is on the floor. Now tuck the chin under and bring the nose to the floor. My voice disappears, but bring the nose to the floor. Now bring your forehead to the floor. And either one of those positions is fine. Chin is good for me, especially if you've got a carpet that isn't too clean or gymnasium floors that aren't too clean. So chin on the floor. Pelvis on the ground. Now we go back into this modified cobra. As you bring your chest forward. Class, look here for a second. It's a point that's a good one to remember. It's to press the chest area forward as you come up. And this gives an added stretch, actually, as you press the breastbone forward. It gives you an added stimulation and work to the middle of your back, between your shoulder blades. So bend the elbows, keep them close to your body for strength. Chin on the floor, raise your chin, and press the chest forward. And just pushing against the heels of your hands to get a fuller extension of this modified cobra. Head back. Breathe shallowly. 8. Push down on the heels of your hands and lift your hips up. And this would be what I would call a dog stretch. Pushing against the heels of your hands once again. Straightening the back of your knees. And if that's impossible, then come up off of your heels slightly. This is a warm-up, so you go slowly with it. You stretch in the arms. Just go to your maximum stretch. If your body's cold, just go to your maximum stretch. You hold, and then go a little bit further when your body's ready. Look up now between your 2 hands, and you're going to quietly swing the right foot up right between your 2 hands. And if you're stuck way back there somewhere, reach down, grab a hold of your foot and ankle, and place it in the proper position. Very soon it will become second nature, no problem. Chin up to the ceiling, and press the groin forward again. Release. Press the groin forward again. Release. Place weight now on the toes of your back foot. That's your left foot. And you lift, just in that pressing, you lift the knee a ½ inch off the ground and push off both feet together. Relaxing once again in your forward bend position. Bring a little bit more weight now to the ball of the foot. And relaxing your arms, relaxing your face. And in this inverted posture, you get a lot of very healthful blood to the face, eyes, sinus area, ears, throat. Besides getting a nice stretch in the back of your legs. And now just rounding your spine, letting the arms relax, the head and the shoulders relax. Come up slowly into your standing position. And once you're in a standing position, you're going to start to go into 11. But you wait. You see that there's no lightheadedness, and you feel well. You can get a lot of blood coming up into that area and then drain out quickly. Can give you fainting feelings. Remember, we've talked about it before. So you watch for that. Then, everything's fine. Stretch up to the ceiling. Reach and grow in the position. Stretch. Reach again. Stretch with your right arm. Release. Stretch with your left arm. Release. Keep the head between the upper arms. Contract your seat muscle. Tighten it. Tighten the muscles between, inside of the thighs. Inhale. And lift the sternum up to the ceiling. Keep head between your upper arms. Lift, tighten, and 12. Palms of the hands together. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Energy in. Exhale out. That's a nice warm-up. It's especially nice if you work your way into doing 6 and 8. And perhaps at another time, start your own day with this and join when I do other things in the class, and perhaps always remembering to do Surya Namaskar every day. You can see it gets into every part of your body. All right, class, let's sit down, and we'll relax in a sitting position. We'll relax in a way that we'll do our breathing. Now, if you've just watched the Surya Namaskar, why don't you sit and come down and sit down, and let's join me doing some breathing. Always breathe with your spine straight and your arms relaxed, shoulders relaxed. If you can, even with your eyes closed, because it gets better concentration and better concentration means a slower breath and a more deeper breath. Exhale the air now through the nostrils out. And inhale slowly and smoothly in, and in, and in, and exhale out now, out. And really relax now as you breathe. No tension, don't let any tension fill you at all. Out and out and out. And inhale. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Hold. Comfortably, you want to feel it right here. Feel the ribs parting. And exhale slowly and slowly and slowly. Mouth closed. Open the nostrils wide and out and out and out. And inhale slowly. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Relax your face. Good. Exhale now. Slow, smooth exhalation out and out and out. Keep it coming now. All still. Smoke out of the lower lobes of the lungs. And breathe normally. Or as I'm talking, add on a few more deep breaths. We'll work now, as we have in the past, on working on an inverted postures. I always have to give the warning in inverted postures that if you have pounding of blood in your face or physical problems that I perhaps might not know about, be sure that you check with your doctor. This is, especially the inverted postures, I am very respectful of, especially teaching them on television. We'll first start with the dolphin posture. It's a simple to do, fine for a beginner. But if you have high blood pressure, I really would wait and perhaps ask your doctor. Come on to the knees, right? Coming onto the knees and placing yourself in a table position. Table position. Table meaning that the hands are right parallel with your shoulders and your knees are parallel with your hips. This helps to get the positioning, very simple positioning of the body, and just rock the hips from side to side, side to side. I don't mean rock. It's a wag, because you don't want this big rock. That does nothing. But you want to get the tailbone moving and the lateral muscles of your back stretching. Different sort of a stretch. Place now your elbows to the floor. And you're going to measure so you have the proper distance between your elbows. How do you measure? clench one fist, say your right fist, and press it firmly against your left elbow. Placing then your right elbow then on the floor so the lower arm just forms a bar. All right? Now keep the elbows jammed to the floor as you move your hands, so in the hands, the fingers intertwine firmly. And if you have rings that bother you, perhaps remove them, just don't forget them. Entwine now your fingers firmly, thumbs go up. Nestle, then, and it's a good word to use because you want to have the hands as support and you want to feel it. So you bring the top of the head, that's not your hairline, class, not your hairline, not way in the back of your head, but the top of your head. Right to that spot that's right close to your hands. And you nestle your head there. You kind of make a nest. Then the thumbs go upwards and your knees are parallel to your hips. So if your knees are too far back or too far forward, bring the knees so that they are directly underneath your hips. Turn the toes under, and then we'll go into your dolphin position by straightening the knees. You hold the position and place quite a bit of weight on your elbows and not so much on the top of the head. You hold the position. I'd like you to hold, perhaps working your way up to 30 seconds, but we'll start with 10 seconds today. So blood will come to the face, to the eyes, to the throat, and you hold, then come out of the position. We'll just rest in pose of a child for a moment, hands on either side of your feet, and relaxing the top of the head. Come up into your sitting position. The dolphin position, of course, is the beginning of Sirsasana, your headstand. And before you even think about doing headstand, your neck muscles must be in very good condition. You do for that, you can do your neck exercises that we've done before. Also, cobra posture is excellent for strengthening the neck. And let's do another one now. Lie down. And legs straight out in front of you. Place the palms of the hands on your thighs. And if you need to look here, do. Because what I want you to do is to raise your head so it's a half an inch off of the ground. And you hold that there. Then you look over your right shoulder, back to center, and then side to side. Remember, it's a half inch, all right, off the ground. So let's line your nose, chin, and sternum in straight alignment. Raise your head up so it's a half inch off the ground. You can see your ceiling. Turn, look over your right shoulder. Your right ear is half inch off the ground, back to center. And left, look over your left shoulder, left ear off the ground, back to center, to right, back to center, to left, back to center, and relax. All right, just turn your head here for a second. Could you feel that? You could feel the muscles of your lower back, of your neck area. Great, that's what you're supposed to be working on. That's what you need to strengthen even before you think about doing a headstand. Now let's do one more posture before we relax. Let's try a very simple fish position. Bring your arms underneath your body so that the arms are straight, the palms of the hands, your seat muscle, the buttock muscles are resting on your wrists. Your feet are together. Matsya Asana, your fish position. Place your weight on your elbows and arch your spine, lifting the sternum up to the ceiling. Lift the sternum up to the ceiling and then dropping the head back, back until the top or crown of your head is on the floor. Inhale, breathe deeply. Open the ribs up, lots of weight on your elbows. Exhale, out. Once more, inhale. Open the ribs. Exhale, come out of the position. Remove your arms from underneath your body. And remember that posture, your fish position, is excellent for if you have bronchial problems or asthma problems. Bringing blood, oxygen to your entire rib cage and lungs. Two inverted postures are excellent for asthma, is the fish and your inverted shoulder stand. Good, class. Feet well apart. All right, lift your hips a half inch off the ground and let them flop. And let your hips work their way just side to side, side to side. Pull your shoulders down from your ears, palms turned upwards, and let your head rock side to side and side to side. Nose, chin, and sternum now in straight alignment. And here is our relaxation pose. Really relax your body. Just let your whole body float. It takes time to understand relaxation, and relaxation is a very subtle experience. Use your inner talking to relax your legs, the skin, the muscles, the blood vessels, the ligaments of your legs, feet, toes. Focus your attention into your pelvis area, the pelvic area, the abdomen, the seat, the lower back, giving suggestion to the lower back with your eyes closed so you can really feel a sensation of relaxation as it comes to you personally. Up and then into your chest, into your ribs, into the lungs, then into your back area, the spinal column with your entire nervous system. Into your arms. Deeply relax your arms. Feel that your arms are relaxing. Sometimes that feels like a lengthening or a hollowness or tingling. Move then into your throat, the back of your neck, into your facial area, into your facial area. Thank you, class. Namaste.
Well, Lilias Yoga and You will be seen again on Channel 32 this evening at 11 o'clock. Size Small for Young Children is next today. And later tonight, our Science Series Nova will talk about children and curable diseases at 8. And Frontline will take us inside a jury box tonight at 9.